Hey everybody, so don't look now, but the Columbus Blue Jackets are in a playoff spot in the Eastern Conference, and this has been quite a run here the last couple weeks by Columbus as they have been racking up points, playing very, very well, and they've pulled themselves into playoff position in the Eastern Conference. Before we get fully into the video, I just want to remind everyone to please hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Both of those things greatly help out and are very much appreciated. So Columbus, man, a team that lost so much in the offseason, or we thought lost so much in the offseason with Bobrovsky leaving, Panarin leaving, Duchesne leaving, Dzingel leaving. We were like, okay, Columbus just got decimated in free agency. I picked them to finish last in the Metropolitan Division this year before the season started. They're having a very, very good season despite all the players that they lost. And honestly, given the way they've played lately, they might be better off without Sergei Bobrovsky. Their goaltending they're getting from their young goalies has absolutely been outstanding. And I think looking back on it, moving on from Bobrovsky was certainly the right move for Columbus. So Columbus now has played 50 games. They're 26, 16, and 8 for 60 points on the season, holding the first wild card spot in the Eastern Conference and only 1 point behind the New York Islanders for third place in the Metro Division right now. Now, the Islanders do have 2 games in hand, so that certainly comes into play as the Islanders would only need to pick up 1 win to move back. You know, if Columbus were to pass them, they would only need 1 win to move back over Columbus. But still, 8-2-0 in their last 10 games, currently on a 5-game win streak, and a very, very good team both at home and on the road. Similar records in both home and away. At home, they're 15-9-2 on the season. Away, they're 11-7-6. So a few more losses on the road, but that's to be expected. 15 home wins already for Columbus. They're a good team on home ice. So for the Blue Jackets, man, I did not see this coming. I thought that they would be down, down with the, maybe not necessarily worst of the worst, not with Detroit and Ottawa and down there, but I thought they'd be back with the teams like Buffalo, Montreal, and the New York Rangers. I figured low 50 points for them around this time of year. They're about 10 points ahead of where I thought they would be, and certainly I did not think that they would still be in a playoff spot or in a playoff spot at all at this point in the season. They are ahead of Carolina. They are ahead of Philadelphia. Both teams I thought would be better than Columbus. They're ahead of Toronto right now, who only has 57 points, and obviously everyone else in the East as well. Below them in the East, Buffalo, Montreal, Rangers, and then the lower teams. Columbus is playing really well. They're doing it without their starting goaltender, Joonas Korpisalo, who is currently out injured, but he's been outstanding this season, a .913 save percentage and a 2.49 goals against average. Yeah, moving on from Bobrovsky was certainly the right move. The Florida Panthers paid Sergei Bobrovsky $10 million per season on a massive contract in free agency. Bobrovsky's save percentage is under 900 this year with Florida. His goals against is over 3. Horrible numbers for a goaltender who is getting paid to be one of the top 5 best goaltenders in the league. Bobrovsky's been anything but that this season. Now, back in Columbus, Joonas Korpisalo, 17-10-4 on the year with, like I said, a 2.49 goals against average and a .913 save percentage. Outstanding numbers for his first year as a starter. Elvis Merzlikins, hope I said that right, some of these names, man. But he's been outstanding as well as the backup and now taking over starting duties with Korpisalo out injured. He has a .928 save percentage on the season, a 2.36 goals against average. He's had 3 straight shutouts for the Blue Jackets, and he's 8-6-4 on the season. And then he's making his first career NHL start, first career NHL game, Matis Kivlenieks. I hope I said that right. Some of these goaltenders, not sure on the names, but how to pronounce them. But he played his first NHL game the other night, got the win, stopped 31 out of 32 shots for a .969 save percentage in his first career game. I mean, they're getting outstanding goaltending from players that I quite frankly didn't expect to be this good at the NHL level. And it all has started with the goaltending, like it does for many teams in the NHL. And without this level of goaltending, Columbus would not be in a playoff spot right now. But overall, they're playing very, very well as a team. They're especially recently, their team defense has been outstanding. They're not a big goal-scoring team. They don't have a ton of offensive talent. They don't have huge point producers, especially with Panarin gone. They only have 134 goals this season, but they've only given up 127. The goaltending and team defense has been outstanding. And to me, Columbus this year has kind of been like the New York Islanders of last year, a team that I didn't think was going to be very good, but all of a sudden they've played very well. They've found a way to pick up points and win games, and they've done it through defense and goaltending, not goal scoring. And Columbus certainly is no lock to make the playoffs. They only have a 2-point cushion, 1-game cushion as far as the playoff position goes with 60 points. Carolina's at 59. Philadelphia is at 58, the first team out right now. Toronto is at 57. So there's certainly no guarantee that Columbus makes the playoffs. This has to continue, but they've been on an extremely, extremely good run recently. They're getting great goaltending from their young goalies. And, Columbus has really surprised me with how well they've hung in there and certainly surprised me making a run at a playoff spot this late in the season. They've been a lot better than I thought they would be at the regular season. And I think they deserve a ton of credit for that. The coaching staff, starting with Tortorella, all his assistants deserve a ton of credit for getting this team in the right mindset and saying, you know what? Those players are gone. We don't care about the players that are gone. We care about the players that are in this locker room, and we're going to win with the players that are in this locker room. And that starts at the top down. And this team's bought in. This team's played well. And as of right now, they find themselves in a playoff spot. So it's been really, really good here recently for the Columbus Blue Jackets. With that, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow on social media. All those links are down in the description. If you'd like to further support the channel, the links to our Patreon and merchandise store are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.